Welcome back, everybody. Today we're going to be doing something a little bit different, something that'll make mining a lot easier. But before we get to that, I want to show you I have a full robe, full adept outfit, and I have a question. Does this sword not go good with these robes? It's almost like they were made to go together. Well, that's my opinion anyway. This sword is the Sword of the Zephyr, which is one of the things I had looked up recently, one of the things I have made. Where was that? Oh, there it is. It's a fairly simple one to make. Let's just find it quick. Oh, here it is. You need the vaporous crystals, a thaumium sword, and enchanted wood. And in order to get some thaumium ingots, you need to put enchanted wood and iron in your infuser. And that will get you 1 thaumium ingot per iron ingot. I've also got this thing right here. This is a divining rod, and it tells me the value of items underground and EMC. Let's see, how do you switch this? I think it was G. It's got short range and mid range. This is the second form of it. Say we have a slightly more valuable ore down there. But I'm going to upgrade it quick. I really should have this thing on me. There we go. Its final type of form, which can go up to long range. That's a 64 by 3 by 3 area, meaning that the best ore found in this area right here, all the way down 64 blocks, is worth 128 EMC. And you cannot actually learn this at all. Oops. So no storing it in an extra dimensional space. But the thing we are going to be doing today kind of takes advantage of that. Let's see, I think leather is in the group. Wool? Still learning the system for transmuting rubber wood. There we go. I need 4 sand. And then we have to go back to the overworld. Apparently my books have turned to picture books. Now, I'm thinking of improving the look of that little hut. Mostly just add more foliage around the top. Make it look like it's actually built into the tree. Okay, we need some gunpowder. And I'm learning to use my Philosopher's Stone more than my crafting bench. Alright, we learned TNT. Good. And I think that's how much we needed. And Mobius fuel. I think it was that. Yes. Right, I need one more Mobius fuel. Okie dokie. Oh wait, I need more Mobius fuel. I think we do the Nova Catalyst like that. Nope, I'm screwing something up. Alright, we'll cheat. Oh yeah, flint and steel. Do I have that learned? Yes, I do. Alright, so flint and steel, Mobius fuel, and Nova Catalyst. That gives us a destruction catalyst. Now, we're going to go ahead and head down to my strip mine so we can demonstrate this properly. I'll meet you down there. Actually, I won't meet you down there. I'm going to show you exactly how I get down. Very risky. It's not that long of a trip on the way down. Oh yeah, there's some grass down here because I was messing around with the Philosopher's Stone and I ended up turning this to sand and then back to dirt, or so I thought was going to turn back to dirt. Instead it was grass. Alright, let's charge this thing up. And I believe we right-click. Look at that. Strip mining, easy. Alright, let's get the right spell. I think there's different modes for this. Nope. Guess not. Oh yeah. Everything that you destroy turns into a little ball. And then you can pick it up. So it's kind of a compact mining way. That crystal hasn't grown at all. There, just a couple lights. No harm. No harm to me anyway. So let's go ahead and blast a hole down each one of these hallways. Now, if you still have trouble finding diamonds with this thing, well, you're probably looking in the wrong area. But I have a great plan for this thing. Because it is so efficient at completely clearing out an area, mob trap. Or rather, a mob spawning area, which feeds into a mob trap. really could have sworn that there was a way to harvest a smaller area with this thing, but honestly, I don't mind blowing up a huge hole in the area. I suppose I should also show you the other half of the Nova catalyst stuff. So I'm gonna make this long climb back up, and I'll see you up there. Alright. Now that we're back, gonna go ahead and start putting all this stuff where it belongs. Oh hey, I didn't know gravel. Learning. Very slowly. Oh yeah, that's fuel. Okay, so get some more Mobius. Get a bit of TNT. And also flint and steel. Alright, so bring out the Nova Catalyst. And actually I'm gonna sleep quick. So that's daytime. Excuse me. A little burpy. And we're gonna actually go use this in a special place. Well, not really any special place, just somewhere I don't feel like preserving. Yeah, I should be using this sword. Isn't that awesome? Can't tell me that isn't awesome. Okay. Enough screwing around. Well, I probably should have brought a pick, but it doesn't matter. Big boom. And look at that. Everything appeared in my inventory. No major mess, nothing is left floating around, and you don't have to go clean it up afterwards. Meaning you can just plop down one of these things, like so, and we're actually going to flip these around. Blast it and run the hell away. Wait, did it not work? There we go. Where's that crow? That is my new spell. It is called Arcane Seeker Scroll. And it actually will seek out what you targeted, which is extremely useful. But it does seem to have a minor downside. If you are I think it was below an enemy, it will oftentimes hit the ground and disappear. And you can see my Sword of the Zephyr is a little bit broken now. because when I'm doing things like this, it's actually damaging the sword. So it's not the most efficient way of flying around, because it will eventually break. However, there is a way I can repair it. I just don't have the right material. By the way, you can't put gunpowder in here for whatever reason, but you can do this, and it will start making gunpowder out of what you put in the box. Oops. Except for things from other mods. Those never work. So we're just going to go ahead, make a little more gunpowder. Mostly just to kind of replenish what we lost. Everything else I'm going to toss into the... I didn't know jungle trees would. So now can I put this in here? Nope. Oh well. It'd be kind of weird if I could. I mean, it's a mining tool that never will break. I suppose we'll go back to the Thom world. Mostly because I want to research some more things. Kind of curious. Does wheat give you good research? And if it doesn't, well, I can always turn it into paper. I'll meet you in the Thom world. The cave worlds. Whatever. Alrighty. Let's see what wheat gives us. 10%. That's not too bad. Of course I have a bookshelf. 2%. That's not really that good. Well, 6% if I use it for research. Meaning... let's see, 14... 12... So each week gives you extra 2%. That's alright. I suppose. It's not good enough. There we go. Paper. Yeah, let's go ahead and research feather. You know, I've had the song Shufflin' stuck in my head all day. And it doesn't bother me. Alright, 26%. Let's get some new paper. New items. In fact, I can get rid of that. I don't even want to bother with those things yet. $22%. Come on. You can do it. Research paper. It's getting worse. I'm gonna need more books. There. I'll just throw books in there to research. It's gotta work better. Hey! A fragment of lost knowledge. Good, good, very good. Alright, 16%. That's not really great, but I don't care. So one thing I'm kind of tempted to do is to try taking on one of those hell groups with my new magic spell and my Sword of the Zephyr. However, I am kind of worried that I will lose my Sword of the Zephyr in the Pit of Fire. I suppose I can test if this bed works. No, it does not take me anywhere. Well, it's going to be nighttime soon, so I guess I'll make a bed and see if that works. Great. Come on. Oops. There we go. Right. I'm going to teach this thing how to make a bed before I actually put the bed down. That way if I ever need to make one for some reason, I have it. Alright. Oops. Okay, I guess I don't get to hop out of bed. Oh well. Now let's see if this works. No. So this might be something that doesn't work in worlds other than the overworld. Let's try that quick. Your home bed was missing or obstructed. Well, I can't try it out, I guess, because I can't sleep in the bed. God dang it. You know, my Fraps is recording at various frames per second. It was just at 60, now it's at 30. Ooh. Very good. Alright, the traveling trunk you guys will love. But we're gonna research these things first. And make you impatient. Amazingly good success rates. Gonna want to get a little bit more books. And by a little, I mean we'll get all the books we can. Seven League Boots first. Alright. Seems kind of easy. Although everything I'm researching lately asks me for a Vaporous Crystal, which I'm not getting very much of. And looking up crystal farms just doesn't help me learn anything. Seven League Boots, again! Vaporous Crystal. And you need these Boots of Striding first. I don't know how to make Boots of Striding. I think that's kind of funny. Holding shift while jumping reduces the jump height. However, holding shift before you jump with smart movement makes you jump higher. Alright, give it to me. Okay, give it to me. Do it. Come on. There we go. Now this one is probably going to be a favorite. Soul Sand and a bunch of enchanted wood gets you a traveling trunk. And these things follow you around. And it's actually kind of funny when you watch them, because they hop like slimes. So basically you have a slime that holds the space of a small chest, hopping around after you. You know, something that bothers me, this used to have 2 crystals. But I was trying to fix a texture glitch, so I saved and exited, closed Minecraft, turned it back on, logged in, and the crystal disappeared. There was just 1. Which sucks! You know, I should probably go to the Nether. Yep, I'm gonna go to the Nether. I'm trying to debate on what I should do less in my videos. Alright, super sprint! Come on. Oh geez, I forgot. Okay. Ow, my legs. Yeah, there's no way I'm jumping up there. Yep, can't jump that high. Alright, that's about right. Ow. Okay, I can get back up. Now where is some soul sand? Dang, he moved too fast. And that one just disappeared. I'm experimenting a little bit with that. So it deviates slightly, but no more than the total deviation an arrow will give you. Kind of useful information for those who prefer to use magic. Alright, maybe I can find some over here. Oh, there's another fort. It's not what we're looking for. But hey, useful. Eventually. Ooh, my room's feeling hot now. I tell you, the weather's been crazy. First, no snow at all during the winter. Another nether fort. And it was cold enough that we almost got snow in April. Towards the end of it. If it was towards the beginning, I wouldn't really question it, because it's happened before. Hell Scorpion! What was I saying? Oh yeah, weather's been weird. That's long drop. Ow. Foolish rats. By the way, look how fast my mana regenerates with a full robe. It's just magically wonderful. Oh, I'm back at where I started. That's not helpful. Where the hell is soul sand? Oh, is that soul sand over there? Super sprint! Indeed it is. Alright, let's get out of here. Ow! I just realized I'm hungry. You know what? I'm not gonna bother jumping. This sword is gonna break just because I keep on screwing around with it. Alright, so I am gonna make that traveling trunk. Before I do, I'm gonna check the recording time quick. So my fraps said, well, had recorded 3 thumbnails of video, which usually it's recording in 5-minute chunks. So like, oh cool, I'm gonna have enough time to do something else this episode. And I actually highlighted the chunks and I'm already at half an hour. So I'm just gonna go ahead and make the traveling trunk real fast here. So I still have some enchanted wood. Yes, I do. Alright, so soul sand. And here we go. Boom! Traveling trunk. It doesn't look very special, does it? However, you can move this thing around, and when you're far enough away... Isn't that cool? And they have a little command so that you can have them stay. Like a good trunk. And I guess you have to feed them. Okay, I'm gonna run in this direction for a bit. Just because I want to see if that spell actually does work. And that maybe it wasn't working because I was too close to home. So we are way out here. nothing. So either I can't do it in any world except the home world, or it's broken. Oh yeah, that reminds me. I learned what Smite does. Now this is a spell that's probably best done in the rain. Why is there no enemies? Well, let's see if it works on the pig. Does not work on pig. There we go. How cool is that? And it doesn't even aggro them on you. You can just strike them where they stand, and they won't attack. I wonder. Nope, you have to have a target, and it looks like it doesn't work if they're underneath something. That might have been why the first pig didn't get struck. But it's time to go. Our time is up. Why am I doing that? I gotta eat some food. And as always, if you like this video, click the like button, subscribe so you can see when more episodes come out, and leave a comment in the section below. My name is Exelbirth, and this has been Path of the Mage King.